So in this video, let's have a look at the Syberia ROM for the Redmi Note 10 Pro. So as you can see here, this is based out of Android version 12L, and it also has the latest Android security patch level that is of 5th May 2022 as of now. So this is how the always on display looks here. So let's go. And this ROM basically has a lot of Google features inbuilt. So first of all, let's have a look at the launcher here. These are the wallpaper and styling settings, as you can see here. So you can customize the app grid to whatever you want. And here, let's go into the settings section. Here you see the icons, and you can change the icon pack, but I do not have any of the icon pack installed, so it can't really be changed. And other options are basically self-explanatory. And you can lock the layout, double tap to sleep. I find that really handy feature. And you can also swipe to access the Google app from the main home screen. And you can show or unshow the status bar. And you also have the option for showing the Google search bar at the bottom. So I just removed that, so the launcher will restart. And as you can see here, it went away. And you can customize, you can use a taskbar which shows the task at the bottom, but that kind of looks really ugly to me, so I don't use that. And you can choose to show a grid for the recents. And as you can see here, you basically see one full app and basically two apps for the rest of the apps. And you can also add hidden and protected apps here, which could be accessed using the fingerprint sensor. And you can also allow the home screen rotation. So let's jump into the settings. First of all, one thing I really disliked about this ROM is that they have combined both the network and the Wi-Fi data into one. And unlike other ROMs, you cannot really split that from the quick setting edit section, as you can see here. But otherwise, it looks pretty well. And basically, I like this layout more than the normal Android layout. And you have certain options here, as you can see here: live caption, quick connect, that kind of stuff. Okay, the quick connect was an app I have, but you do get the point. And here it shows the data usage basically from my Wi-Fi, and you can access the power menu from here. And let's go into the settings, and let's quickly show you the live display section, the usual stuff quickly, and jump into the main settings later on. You can change how the colors look. So I use boosted one because it looks better to me. And you can enable smooth display here, and this basically switches between the refresh rates. And okay, so on the display section under the lock screen content, you will find always on display, and that does consume a battery. So if you are someone who would like to save the battery, just turn that off and use these features, like when you pick up or hand wave, the ambient display would show up. And let's go in. So there were also some phone settings, but nothing out of the ordinary. And under the system settings, you will find developer options and gestures. You can quick tap on the back to take a screenshot and that kind of stuff. This feature kind of comes in handy and works kind of well. So let's go back and let me try it. As you can see, it took the screenshot when I tapped on the back. You can change up the custom navigation options here, like the gesture navigation. And this feature is something I love, and I think all ROMs should have that, to adjust the height you want to use as the back gesture area. And you can also enable full screen gestures. As you can see here, it is enabled now. And you have some advanced gestures, but I don't really use those. And let's turn this off. Let's go back. You have the one-handed mode. So as you can see here, this is what it does. So it makes using the phone with one hand easier. You can also enable a shortcut. Let's go back and dive into the Syberia settings finally. So these are the customization settings that you get. And here are the ones. You can make some general tweaks like USB configuration. You can change up what the buttons do and also customize the power menu. You can playback control using the volume keys. Let's go back. You can customize the notifications. Though one thing annoying I found in this ROM, by default, even the silent settings icon shows up on the top in the status bar. That was kind of annoying to me. And you can also blink flashlight for incoming call and vibrate whenever the call status changes. And here are the status bar customization options. You can enable the network traffic monitor pretty easily here, and show or hide certain stuff from the status bar. Like if you don't want the Wi-Fi to show up, it won't. And here are certain sections, like there are a lot of customization options in terms of how you want the battery section to look, as you can see here. And I have disabled the VoLTE icon because it takes up a lot of space. And these are the notifications, and you can always show this brightness slider and change the position it has. So I switched it to the bottom, and you can make it to the top, and you can invert the layout, but it doesn't really make sense with the gestures enabled. And here are the other gestures. You can see double tap to sleep comes in pretty handy, and you can also toggle torch when the screen is off. Let's go in. You have the gaming mode, and reminding of gaming mode, this ROM is pretty awesome because it enables 90 FPS gaming. So I will show that to you later on in this video. I'll show you a quick video of what you can do with it. So you can basically play 90 FPS PUBG or BGMI, whatever. And I'll show you the gameplay in a bit at the end. So you can change up the stuff. You can change the font style as well. Let's make it a cool story. But one thing I think is what they should have done is shown a kind of a preview of the phone that you're about to use, rather than it being a random thing. But still, it's great to have such options, and you can customize what happens on the lock screen, like vibration on fingerprint unlock error, or the ripple effect, lock screen charging info. All this stuff comes in pretty handy. And overall, this ROM has been pretty smooth for me. I've loved it so far. The performance is amazing. And let me quickly show you the gameplay next. And battery life has been great as well. I have been getting around 6+ hours off screen on time with this particular ROM. So I am pretty happy with it. And even under heavy usage, it works well. And it comes with Google Apps inbuilt. So that's something that many people love and some people hate. So it's up to you. It does come with a lot of Google Apps like Chrome pre-installed. So one of the amazing things about this particular ROM is that 90 FPS has been unlocked on the smooth settings here, which is something I love. So let me show you a quick gameplay using 90 FPS. By default, you only are limited to 40 FPS on the stock ROM, but here you can go in further. Though I most probably would recommend that you run it at 60 FPS. That is smooth plus extreme settings. Because as you can see here, it cannot really maintain that 90 FPS. It is mostly dropping down. So as you can see here, it hovers around the 70 FPS marker. And when there's a lot of people around, it would drop even further. Let's see if I can find anyone around. So as you can see here, on average it goes to around 70 FPS, and here it jumped up to 80 FPS because no one is around really. But as you can see here, the experience is pretty smooth, and I definitely feel that. So let me just go and try. Oh no. Okay, let's leave that behind. So as you can see here, it has gone to about 60 FPS now, and I just started gaming. So for longer sessions, I would definitely just recommend sticking to 60 FPS setting. Otherwise you would notice jitters. At least that's been my experience. Do note that I haven't really modded anything else, like any overclocked kernel or something. So if you use something like that or a gaming mod, you could possibly push it further. I don't know why I can't really find anyone around. I'm just running out in the open. Okay, there is someone here. Okay, there are some people there. Okay, finally I killed one person. Though I do need a better gun for the scope. Let's see. So currently we are having an FPS of above 75, but it has only been a few minutes of gaming. Oh no. Ah. Oops. It's difficult to play while looking at the camera. And I think I have been spotted. Oops. Ah, no. Right. Nice. So as you can see here, there was a frame drop, sudden jitter for a moment there. So there's probably someone around me. But I guess looting before shooting. You can quote me on that. Okay, let's run. Oh shit. I guess I have been spotted. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Bye bye. I'll see you in my next video.